Well, let's just get right into it. The title of the most common rack in Scrabble, if we define it as the most likely 7 tiles to draw at the beginning of the game, is actually a 4-way tie between Ai, 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 and Aio, with chances of 12 out of 100, times 11 out of 99, times 10 out of 98, times 9 out of 97, times 9 out of 96, times 9 out of 95, times 8 out of 94, all times 5,040 for the number of ways to order 7 objects, since you can draw the tiles in any order, it's still the same rack. Or 1 in 2,079. That seems pretty rare, but if we compare it with one of the racks tied for the rarest rack in Scrabble, Basque-Icelandic, whose odds are a whopping 1 in 100, times 1 out of 99, times 1 out of 98, times 1 out of 97, times 1 out of 96, times 2 out of 95, times 1 out of 94, times 5,040, or 1 in 8,003,780,400, we'll see that Ai is exceedingly common. In fact, the chances of both players drawing Ai is 12 out of 100, times 11 out of 99, times 10 out of 98, times 9 out of 97, times 9 out of 96, times 9 out of 95, times 8 out of 94, times 5,040, times 7 out of 94, times 6 out of 93, times 8 out of 92, times 7 out of 91, times 6 out of 90, times 5 out of 89, times 8 out of 88, times 5,050, or 1 in 37,705,945. Far higher than the chances of just one of them drawing Babajikwas's. As I'm sure you've noticed, Ai and Babajikwas's have one key thing in common. They're both really bad racks. A sensible Scrabble player will try to avoid getting racks like these at all costs by making plays that leave balanced tiles, like equal vowels and consonants, good bingo tiles, and none of those pesky cues. So throughout the game, you're really far more likely to get a rack like Aint. Aint only has one playable bingo, its obscure anagram of Tainie, the plural of Tainia, a type of tapeworm. Far more useful than Aint is the slightly less common Ainurst, since it doesn't just make one 7-letter word, it makes 9. Anestry, Anseer, Nastier, Ratines, Retains, Retinas, Retsina, Stainer, and Steerin. This gives you a lot of flexibility if you have this rack, since you'll be able to play it anywhere on the board. Plus, it's really great for 8-letter words too. You can bingo with every letter that isn't J, Q, V, X, Y, or Z. Retina is actually one of the best combinations of 6 letters to have on your rack, along with Tisane and Satire. These 6-letter stems can pair with basically any letter to give you a bingo and give you that extra 50 points. Like, add a C and you get Seriton, Acetons, and Atresic. Throw in a G and you get Granite, Tagines, and Seagirt. A W will get you Tenware, Waniest, and Wastry. And yes, these are all real words, even Granite. Knowing the more likely bingos is very helpful in a Scrabble game. When words like aileron, godetta, and rondo show up on your rack, and they have a good chance of doing so, you want to be able to play them. So, if you want to reach me in the coming week, sorry, I'm going to be studying these. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh yeah, have a nice day! Hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I've got one last thing. For all of you wondering why I ordered the racks like that, aka saying Aint instead of Tainie, it's because it's common in Scrabble to organize your rack alphabetically, aka taking the alphagram of your rack, a fancy word for an anagram that's in alphabetical order. Since a lot of Scrabble players study bingos by solving them from their alphagrams, putting their rack in alphabetical order can help jog their memory of a word they studied. Try it out yourself, and have a nice day!